He made me food, which is
What
good, and then he
time?
wanted to make out, and he wanted to go all the
What?
way on a first date.
Okay.
I was like, bro, I'm
I understand why you're
leaving.
single right now. It
Well-
I'm
makes
leaving.
so much sense why you're
Well,
single.
like,
right
That was one of my first dates after I got single, and then I have
insane.
standards now.
Oh, I feel like. All right, everyone, welcome back to Two Guys, One Mug. We have a special guest on the show today. It's kind of a special episode. So, I actually run a separate YouTube channel called WV Studio, and the W stands for Whitney, the V stands for Victor. So, Whitney and I have a separate channel where we talk about movies and we review movie trailers. And so, I asked her to jump on and be on an episode with us. And so,
Thanks for having me.
yeah,
I don't know what we're talking about.
No, I didn't tell you the topic. It's nothing crazy. And you had mentioned we're closer to Halloween, but it's not Halloween themed either. But maybe you've seen this already. So there's a list going around on the internet, and it talks about the places that girls absolutely refuse to or don't like going
On a date.
on dates.
Yeah.
Have you seen this list?
Yeah, but I don't think I read through all of the places.
Oh, you're gonna read through all of this.
Mario, have you seen the list, right, Mario?
Yeah, I've seen the list. It's going on everything: TikTok, freaking YouTube, everything.
So I wanted to get
Instagram.
your thoughts
An
as
opinion
a
from a girl.
as a girl in the dating pool. I wanted to get your thoughts on some of these. So
Oh, you're single, Whitney?
Yeah, I've been going on
Oh, this is a
lots
good
of
list.
dates.
all right, for starters, what's the app of choice?
Tinder.
Tinder?
Yeah.
What's the other? Like, 'cause there's Bumble, Tinder, Hinge.
I
Those are the-
use Hinge, but it takes too long because you have to scroll down to see more of their profile and then swipe versus
normally
tap,
have
tap,
success
tap,
on?
then swipe. I don't think I've ever gone on a Hinge date. And
No?
Bumble, I just use it for Bumble BFF to meet other girlfriends.
Oh, nice.
I didn't know that was a thing.
Dang.
So,
All right.
You should go
Only
on
Tinder.
the Christian one. What is that called?
Have you ever been on like Grinder?
no, I haven't gone on Grindr.
Grindr?
Mutual is the Christian one, I think, or the Mormon one.
Oh, is it? Okay. It's something like that. One of my buddies went on it and he said them ladies are freaks.
You like the freaky stuff, huh? That's cool. Well, I can be naughty too. Real freaky naughty.
So
But I
don't
think
go
a
on
lot
it,
of
is what I'm
people
trying to
like
say.
Hinge
'Cause I feel like you're
more
very modest. Yeah.
because they
That's what I've heard.
I think I don't know, maybe it's more for relationships, but I'm not really looking for a relationship right now. So
Yeah, the
Guess
few
I'm
single
my
people I know that are
phase.
dating that I ask, they're like, "Oh, Hinge is where I go. Oh, Tinder is this, Bumble is that." I go to Hinge.
yeah.
That's the one that I usually.
But I've
hear.
still met good people on Tinder.
So after this, you're definitely gonna get a lot of dates. So we got you, Whitney.
Oh, okay, thank you.
All right, so let's pretend you're on a match, right? You match with someone, the guy's ready to take you out. What are your thoughts if he says, "Hey, Whitney, I have plans, dinner date, let's go to the Cheesecake Factory"? What are your thoughts on that as a date?
I mean, personally, I don't really like the Cheesecake Factory, so I would suggest something else. It's just
Yeah, I'd
such
swipe left on
small
you.
portions.
So is it nothing?
I
So
would
it's-
just need
it's-
something more substantial.
It's more your personal
preference.
not
Yeah.
not so much like Cheesecake
I
Factory
wouldn't.
is.
I wouldn't even go there with a friend. I wouldn't take myself there. That's why.
Oh damn.
Okay.
So that's why
Shit, you would not like my wife and I'll tell you that.
you go to the
I would
Cheesecake
love that
Factory.
place. Yeah, so number 2, what about Applebee's or Chili's?
No, I don't like them either.
For the
What?
is for the same reason.
Yeah, I wouldn't choose to go
Oh
there.
my god. We gotta
I
get
don't
somebody
think.
else on
I don't
this
think I've
thing. What are
ever
we
been on a
doing
date
with Whitney?
there. I had a friend that worked at Applebee's. We went there a lot. It's just I don't know.
So I
It's
guess,
not like,
but you don't think it's tacky or cheap. It's just more your preference of food.
yeah. I mean, I would go. Yeah, I would go on a date there over to Cheesecake Factory.
Interesting. Okay,
Okay.
so you swipe another dude. He's ready to take you out. He says, "Hey, get ready, because we're going to Chipotle."
Oh yeah,
That's a
I
good
would
date.
Go there. Yeah, I love Chipotle.
Chipotle is always good.
Yeah.
Chipotle's always good.
So the girls who made the list and said Chipotle.
No to Chipotle. I don't know why.
Okay.
Do they have reasons listed or
They don't have
anything?
reasons. It was just a list that was compiled together, I guess, from a bunch of girls sending in their opinions on, like,
So
they
so
get
whenever-
annoyed when these are the dates.
Is it a
Yeah, so
first
whenever I
date?
read- Yes.
I'm gonna say, yeah, I think it's
supposed to
like
be.
first date, yeah.
So the 4th one, you swipe right on the guy. He's like, "Hey, how you doing? Let's go to Olive Garden or Red Lobster." What would you say?
Sitting out here in a
public jerking off? Where you think you are? Red Lobster? What are you doing?
I would be okay with Red Lobster. Not really. at
Not Olive Garden?
No,
So those were two separate items on the list, but I pulled them together
because they're similar.
because there's the same thing with Applebee's and Chili's. They were like separate, but I was like, this is pretty much the same thing. So
Yeah.
Red Lobster, Olive Garden.
I feel like Red Lobster is more higher end than Olive Garden.
I can see that.
And I went to Olive Garden a lot and did like that unlimited soups and salads, and so I'm like,
Ooh,
but
those are good.
I don't
Those
want
are
it.
good.
What about a guy says, hey, let's go to the movies?
for a first date, no.
To not enough time
Maybe
to talk or get to know.
maybe a second date.
So I guess not a terrible date idea, but not a first date.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh, so this one's juicy, and you better not lie, Whitney. I remember they used to call you Honest Abe in high school because you never lied. So you swipe right again, and this guy's like, you know what? Let's go to my house. What would you do?
What are we gonna do at your house?
I don't know. All it says
You
is
gonna
your
make me a
house.
fancy dinner?
Yeah, he makes you a fancy dinner. He has a blanket down, and he has Netflix. What are you
No.
gonna do?
No.
No? Okay, good.
So I guess that brings up a good point, though. Is the assumption if the guy's like, I don't know, like, you're welcome to come to my house, is there already
Yeah.
some kind of assumptions that you're making is, oh, is this going to...
Expectations.
Yeah. Is there expectations that
Yeah.
that are already behind?
Not for a first date. They have to put forth a little bit more effort. For a second
Oh, good.
date, I've gone to somebody's house and they've made me food.
Okay.
Oh, nice. How was that?
It was good.
Was
I liked it? Yeah.
Good, good.
What about, in general, going to any fast food chain?
I don't.
Too generic.
Yeah.
Or in general, no.
I-
So, like, any fast food chain, we're thinking,
No.
that's kind of hard because, like, fast food, you're McDonald's, Burger King,
No.
right?
But
Chick-fil-A.
I am like I understand just like the cheapness of a first date, we don't know each other, but I'd rather get coffee or get a smoothie or grab a bagel or something than fast
Now-
food because that seems a little bit more classier.
So now this is a general list, right? But if the guy said, look, honestly, I'm in between jobs, but like I'd be down to take you to Chick-fil-A. It's I would take you somewhere nicer. I just don't. I always like there could be a lot of
Yeah.
other reasons, but
Yeah. I mean, Chick-fil-A, it's still a fast food place, but it's definitely better than McDonald's or Taco Bell.
okay.
So I would say yeah.
Okay,
And also,
okay.
I don't have the expectations of them always paying on the first date. I've paid for myself on first dates.
Yeah. So for
Oh,
those of
man.
you listening, no Taco Bell, no McDonald's,
No.
and Whitney
Yeah,
is open to paying for herself. So
Nah,
if you
bro, you always
if you
pay. You always
fit
pay.
the description, then you're
No.
welcome to apply in our comments, and we'll try to reach back out to
You
you.
don't have to always pay. If it's like a semi-casual place where you just go up to the top and you order. I went to like a waffle place, and I mean, if he had like made the move first to order first and then offered, like I would have gone, but I stepped up first
Gotcha.
and then just paid for mine. I don't
All
know.
right.
I don't think there's
So-
anything wrong with that.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah,
Maybe I'm just
I guess.
too. I don't know.
Girl, ain't nothing wrong with that. You don't gotta explain yourself. So another guy, he comes up, he's like, you know what? Let's go to Buffalo Wild Wings or Wingstop. What would you say?
For a first date, no, that's too
No?
messy.
Okay,
I guess it
because
is
in
fair.
there you have like you can get a beer,
Yeah,
right? You can
yeah.
get a beer if you're a beer drinker. Wings, you can go watch
It's also
sports.
super loud there.
Okay, that's true.
That's not a first date
Yeah.
type
I
of
guess
thing.
that
I
is
love
true.
wings. I would go there later.
Have you ever taken a
Okay.
girl on a date there, Mario?
To Buffalo Wild Wings?
Yeah,
Or on my first date?
or just on
Or
a date?
just in general?
Just in general.
I don't think I'm not, I love wings, but I honestly don't like Wingstop. I don't know what it is. Buffalo Wild Wings, I don't like the wings either. I'll be
I mean,
completely
I just grouped them together because they're like wing places. So in
Yeah,
general,
yeah,
like to go
yeah,
get
for
wings.
sure.
and-
So I think if I was, and I know this isn't a boys kind of thing, but I think if I was gonna go on a first date, there's no way in hell I'll take a woman out to Buffalo
Right.
Wild Wings or Wingstop. There's no way.
Yeah. See, you already know.
Well,
Alright,
yeah, because then you start wiping off and your makeup comes off, and I'm like, all right, we gotta, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I'm
I've
just-
done tacos on the first date, and that was still pretty messy.
yeah.
Oh, dude, so
But so
we're gonna
good.
sidetrack.
They
Yeah,
were
We're gonna
delicious.
sidetrack. So the
right.
first date that my wife and I went on, we went on a movie date, and then we went to Taco Bell, and she had to pay.
You
It
did
was
two
amazing.
things that
Yeah.
we said not
Literally
to do
two things
on, a
on this
first
list.
date.
You went to the movies and then you went to go get Taco Bell
I
at a
know,
fast food
dude,
chain.
I'm
How
one
are
of
you
those
married?
guys. But to
Apparently
be
that was enough.
Clear, that was back in like 2013, whenever they didn't have all this stuff.
When these things were acceptable.
Yeah, exactly. There you go. Thank you.
Oh, okay.
All right, what about going to a buffet? I guess it could be like Chuckarama, hometown buffet, really just any, hey, let's go get, there's options, right?
No.
You don't like this, there's no buffet.
No.
All
Smart
right.
woman, smart woman. All right, we'll move down this list. What about IHOP or Denny's? Would you ever go on a first date?
Like a breakfast date? Yeah, sure.
That's
That
what
could
I
be
thought.
cute. But there's better breakfast
sounds
places.
breakfasty, huh?
There's better breakfast places than those, you know? If they suggested
yeah.
that, I'd be like, how about this place? Like a more, not chain.
Yeah, I guess that is true
Place.
because like IHOP and Denny's are kind of universal. I feel like I know a lot of those things, but because you guys are in Utah, and I feel like if I went over there, I would have no idea like any breakfast place over there. So I mean,
Yeah.
I like IHOP.
Well, they made the
Denny's,
list
but-
because it's maybe for the same reason. People are like, there are better breakfast places.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, like in Arizona, I'll take you to like a million different places, but
Yeah.
over there somewhere I wouldn't know. I don't know. IHOP and Denny's, I feel like are pretty good.
I mean,
All right,
it's
for
not
the-
hard to just Google.
For the
but
dudes watching, Whitney does go to the gym. She works out.
yes, I
What if a guy asks you, let's go to the gym on a date?
not for a
Get
first
a
date.
get a workout
no.
in? No?
No.
I think that would be kind of weird.
But I've done it. I've done it as like a date or just continuing to hang out later in our relationship.
Okay,
Right.
but you would do it down the road, not a first date.
Yeah. Show them what I'm made of.
Yeah,
Of
it's
course.
like, let's go get a
Of course.
go get a pumping.
Yeah, you
Critique
can't show
their
your date up
form.
like that, man. Because then you're gonna outlift him. And be like, nah, bro, I should have swiped left. What is this guy doing?
I think Whitney could out squat me. You did out
Can
squat
you?
me, yeah.
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 Damn.
I'm strong.
Yeah, bro, I would have swiped left on big.
like, nope.
This one's I feel indifferent about this, but if a guy
Well, it's not
came
for
up
you,
to
bro.
like, hey, I know it's definitely not, but if a guy came up and was like, hey, I know this isn't something I do a lot. Would you want to go to church with me?
No.
I think in general, just being invited to any church event
I tell-
when you
oh, yeah,
barely
that'd
know
be
the person, like,
weird.
oh, my church is having a dinner. It's just like,
But in the church is acceptable.
yeah, that's true. If it's church thing, I can see it. You mentioned something like this already earlier, but a guy invites you to go to Starbucks or go on a coffee date.
Okay, I heard Starbucks.
No, you didn't. Nobody said Starbucks.
All right, Starbucks. Okay, now who's in the Starbucks?
Bill Cosby.
You people are monsters.
Simple, like
It's
casual.
cheap, easy. I can
Yeah.
bounce fast. I don't have to finish a whole plate of food. I'm good with that.
Yeah, it was one of those that I was surprised that one made the list because I was like, oh, that actually
Yeah.
sounds not bad.
And if you need to grab something more to eat, normally a coffee place has little breakfast-ish
Oh yeah,
things.
Right.
Yeah. It's a simple,
can
easy.
take your
like
coffee
you
to
said,
go.
Like one and done. If the guy's not interested, you can leave in like 10 minutes. If he is, you can sit there and
Yeah.
sip on your cup. That makes sense.
Because
All right,
sometimes
what about-
pretty
go
fast,
ahead.
you can tell the vibe. You're like, oh, this is not going to work.
Yeah, and you can just get
I
up and
just
bounce.
ordered and I have to sit here and eat a whole plate of food. Like, that's the worst feeling.
Yeah.
You got to sit there and chuck everything. Like, come on, let's
I've
go.
gone
let's
on
go,
a lot of first dates.
Coffee?
You're like, I don't eat a lot.
Yeah,
Let me
coffee
go ahead
too.
and get a box for this, and I do gotta go now.
Yeah.
So what about an ice cream date for your first date?
Yeah. I'd be
It's
cool.
not too cliche.
No, I'd be okay with that.
No,
I prefer like a smoothie just because I'm
a smoothie.
a little more healthier right now, but
Oh my
same
god,
kind of
come on now.
concept.
Come on now.
Okay, so let's say you're getting to know the guy, like it's funny, ready to go. He invites you to a family function. Like maybe it's a gathering, maybe it's a board game night.
No.
Because I will say, haven't you invited like on first time dates guys over to like board game night?
No.
No,
Not first
I was trying to
dates.
think. I was like, I swear you've had guys over for like board game night or something.
I would have talked to them, hung out with them at least once or twice.
Okay.
Okay. And I think we already kind of skimmed over this one. It's going to be a movie night like Netflix, Hulu, and that. And I'm pretty sure you said no.
No.
Because you got standards, right? You got morals.
It's like
Yeah.
the
You're a smart woman.
expectation.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
What about they want to take you for just somewhere that requires kind of a long drive? Maybe you're
No.
going up the canyon.
No. I made that mistake already.
What happened?
Oh, do tell.
Is it
do
just like
tell.
you can't get out of this situation?
This was a first date. And he has
tell.
a dog who's halfway through her pregnancy. She's a big, fluffy dog. And he's like, okay, let's go on a hike. We can take my dog. And I was like, okay, sure, that's fine. He's up in Salt Lake. So I'm driving up there, and he's like, oh, my brakes are sounding really bad. Like, I don't think I can drive my car up the canyon. Do you think you can drive your car
The old my brakes don't
and
work.
take his dog? He has a seat
He just
thing.
wanted to save gas.
Yeah.
I don't understand. So I have this big fluffy white dog in my car driving up the canyon. It's to Dog Lake, which is far up there. It's like a 45-minute drive.
Oh no!
Half an hour maybe. And then the hike is 6 or 7 miles
Holy.
that we are
Dang.
committed to.
It's one thing,
Then we
6
go-
or 7 mile hike?
Yeah.
Round trip.
What?
Yeah. Then we go all the way up there, and he wants to hammock. And he wants his dog to hammock with us. And I'm like, no.
Was his name Johnny by any chance?
Yeah, I know a Johnny who would do that.
Dude, that sounds like Johnny Fox.
And then since it
Bleep
had
that
been
out.
so long, I was starving. My stomach was eating in itself.
Did you guys not
and-
bring any snacks?
We had, some snacks, not
Okay.
enough. It was dinner time by that point because I didn't
Well, yeah,
bring
it's a
dinner with
mile.
me. And then I was like, I can't drive. He's like, I'll make you something. Don't worry. So I'm just huddled up on his
This
couch.
was first date.
Yeah.
Bro, what? What
So-
are these guys
Then he
So,
wanted,
what
he
ti-
made
what-
me food, which is
what
good. And then he
time?
wanted to make out. And he wanted to go all the
What?
way on a first date.
Okay.
I was like, bro, I'm
I understand why you're
leaving.
single right now. It
I'm
completely makes
leaving.
so much sense why you're
Well,
single.
like,
right
That was one of my first dates after I got single. And then I have
insane.
standards now.
Oh, I feel like
Holy
that'd be so
You never-
dangerous though to get taken out into like a hike, and if there's no one around, it's like this dude could like kill you.
Yeah. So I say no to hikes on first dates
Oh yeah, for sure.
now.
What about second date?
Yeah,
Would you
second
do
dates
the
are okay as long as they're not that long.
Yeah, it's 7 miles. There's no way.
Yeah,
That guy did
hell
not
no.
plan accordingly.
I don't think I've
crazy
ever gone on a
stories.
hike date with Janie. I think the first hike was her parents invited us to go hang out, and it was a hike, and
Oh,
I
yeah.
was like, "Damn it! Like I don't want to go, but whatever."
That wasn't that long.
No, that's what I mean though.
7
But it
miles?
turned out to be
There's no way.
it turned out to be not that long. The 6-7 miles, yes, but yeah, the one that we went on was not.
Oh, okay, that makes more sense. All right. You swipe right on a guy again. He's like, you know what? You're very beautiful. You have some thick thighs. Let's go bowling on a first date. What would you do, Whitney?
I would go bowling. That's a fun
Yeah.
activity. Yeah.
Okay.
I like
You can
going.
get snacks, talk still, interact, flirting.
I guess that is true.
I've never
I-
gone on a first date bowling though.
No.
I don't think bowling is a big deal here anymore. People don't really
Victor,
do it.
did you and I go bowling pretty frequently with our dates or no? I don't remember.
I don't think so,
Double dating?
No.
bro. I don't think I really got into bowling at all until I was like
A little bit
until I
older.
moved out of Arizona. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. But bowling I like, but it's not about guys, it's about
I-
women.
I did have somebody take me to a bowling alley arcade thing just to grab drinks and food. And we
Okay. And
didn't
how was
bowl
that?
or do anything. And I was confused why we didn't do it.
At least like a game of something. Let's just get a quick
Nope.
game in.
We just wanted to sit there and.
Maybe he likes the food. Maybe he liked.
But there's
I like
better
their fries.
food places.
Dude, that's embarrassing.
I
Dude,
know.
okay, again, I understand why you're single right now. Whitney, that's insane.
What about nightclub? They invite you to go out.
First date? No.
Let's go clubbing.
No. I would have to feel more comfortable with them first.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
All right, this is I guess it's kind of the same thing as nightclub, a hookah or alcohol bar.
Yeah.
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 You go grab a drink, get some food.
Yeah.
Maybe if it was like either one. If you're not into hookah, maybe you go to a bar.
Yeah.
I feel like it's common to pick up people there. I didn't think about it so much as a first date, but yeah, I could see it. What about now? This isn't as common here in Utah, but Waffle House. You ever been to Waffle House?
But not on our first date. I've been to Waffle Love.
No.
That's one where I paid for myself.
Yeah.
No, we said Waffle House,
Waffle
not
House.
Waffle Love.
And I almost pulled Waffle House in with IHOP and Denny's, but it is a little bit different because it doesn't exist in all states. Like there is no Waffle House here in Utah,
Yeah.
so I was like, I wasn't sure.
Yeah, more so exists in the eastern states down that way, but we do have a couple over here in Arizona. All right, last one. What about sporting events? Would you ever let a guy take you out on any sporting events?
Yeah.
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 Have you ever been on a first day on a sporting event or no?
Not that I can think of.
No?
Are you?
Because those are
Diamondbacks, by
pretty-
the way.
Those are pretty like expensive tickets sometimes.
What did you say?
Bro, but
Mario?
he's paying for you.
Yeah, I know. So normally they don't want to invest in a first date that much.
Bro, these guys are crazy. Who do you swipe right on? These guys are crazy.
Maybe I need to get off Tinder.
Yeah.
You gotta go on Christian.
You gotta go on
Mingle,
Grinder.
man.
I'm telling you.
Yeah,
No,
Grindr.
Grinder's worse.
Be with the women, I don't care, but these guys are insane, dude.
So, does it matter sporting event though? Like, for example, they invite you to go watch baseball. You're kind of outside, grab a hot dog, maybe a beer. Very different than basketball. You're inside, a little bit more noisy. Football, no. Either way, it's kind of the same.
Yeah, I'd be fine with it.
Now, this is one that wasn't on there, but it just reminded me of that because of the sporting event. They invite you to go to a concert.
Yeah.
They're like, hey, whatever.
I just feel like they wouldn't do that.
To go to a concert?
Yeah. It's too much money.
Would you go to a concert though on a first date?
Someone say, hey, my favorite reggae band is in town. Like, it's on Friday. I know maybe it could be our first date, but would you be down to go with me?
Because a concert, there's less opportunity to talk, whereas a sporting event, there's breaks and whatever, you're getting food and stuff, so there's more opportunity for that. So I would be more okay with sporting event versus concert.
True.
Okay, that makes sense. So I guess to end this all, what is your ideal date on a first date?
Just somewhere where you can easily have a conversation, know their vibe. It doesn't even have to be long. That's what I would prefer.
Oh, nice. So that's even with like you chatting for, I would say 2-3 weeks. You still would want to go and kind of fill them out, get to know the vibe and everything.
Oh, I don't chat for 2 or 3 weeks. I chat for like a week. And then I'm like, okay, let's meet up. I'm not going to waste my time.
Yeah, 2-3 weeks. Like
That's a long time.
Dude, there's people who are like meeting and in 3 weeks they're engaged.
Bro, I've been out of dating pool for like 11 years.
Yeah, no, there's
So
too
I have
many.
no
there's
idea.
too many
2
people
to
to be
3
swiping
weeks.
on.
That's the
I don't
yeah.
know.
If you can't do
I
this
don't
in like
know.
less than a few days, I'm swiping next.
Oh my goodness. All right.
Gotta get through them.
All right, so let us know what you guys think of the list. This isn't the list that we came up with, right? This was the list that we saw floated on the internet. Like I mentioned, some things I agree with, some things I'm like, these look like fine dates to me.
Yeah,
but
I'm also, I don't feel like I'm like most women. A lot of women like the extra bougie. They want to be taken somewhere fancy.
Yeah.
Whereas I'm like, I don't need that. I don't care.
Yeah, well,
I'm
I
very
feel
low
like you're kind of-
maintenance.
yeah, I feel like you're a girl that likes to, like you were saying, you like to know the vibe of the person. You like to talk to him. You don't really like like you were saying, like the movies or anything like that. You want to get to know that person to see how he is and everything.
And I don't want to feel like there's any expectations because we're going somewhere fancy that they've put forth so much money.
Oh
you know,
my
it's
gosh,
just
you're so smart.
I don't need.
I
I don't
even
want
wanna-
that
I can
pressure.
get on. I listen to so much stuff about that, and oh my gosh, it's weird how guys act.
Guys already
that
expect
I've
stuff
seen.
with
like
nothing.
Go ahead.
probably. Guys already expect stuff with like a date that I'm okay with. So if you went somewhere even nicer, I'm sure the expectations would be
it's
even
even
higher.
greater.
my goodness.
100%.
So don't want to go down that
So
rabbit
if I'm
hole.
ever single again, I pay for fancy dinner, and I don't expect nothing, right?
Not on a first
Sounds
date.
good. I like it. I like it.
For someone who's trying to take you out, how do they contact you? Send us a chat in the comments,
Sure.
and we'll forward the message. Send us a
Yeah.
chat of your favorite date idea, and if she likes it, then we will try to set it up.
Oh my
Yep.
gosh.
Send us a picture. Also, her name is Whitney. I am not going to give you her last name because I don't want you to stalk her. But if you do like her, she's still single and she doesn't want to swipe right anymore. So let us know.
I never said that.
Oh, okay, my bad. I'm putting words in her mouth.
I'm fine swiping right.
Okay, she likes swiping. If you got Tinder, go to freaking Utah and
I mean, the dating pool is different state by state too, I think.
yeah, but even if you're lying, just say you're from Utah.
Anyway, so that's our episode. Thanks for jumping on. Thanks, Whitney, for joining us.
Yep.
So, Mario, anything else? Did I miss something?
Dude, I think we covered it all. This is some good insight for single men out there. And if you're trying to date a woman, do not take her to any of these things because if you do, she's not going to like you. That's what I got from the conversation, at least.
All right. We'll catch you guys later. Thank you.
Thanks.
Nice, Whitney. Okay. I see your vibe.